Hi YouTube, my name is Nisha, aka Sister No, and I know it's been a very long time since you guys have seen me in front of this camera. I have not made any updates, I have not mentioned anything, it just is what it is. I haven't made a video since what, August of last year? Well, almost a year later, here I am. As you can see from my background, or maybe you can't see, I'm still in the apartment I moved into at the time of that last video. At the time of the last video, I believe I had just moved in. It was like maybe a month after I'd moved in. I've been here since last October, so I don't know the timing, so I'm saying months all wrong, so I'm probably telling all the dates wrong and everything, but basically I moved here in October and here it is June and we're still here. It's my daughter and me. We're here, and I still love my apartment. I right now am wearing a uniform. Why? Because I got a job. I am now one of the employed people of the United States of America. So no longer am I officially unemployed. I'm very happy about that. I work this job like it is a six-figure income job. I actually like my job. I used to love it. As if you had asked me last week, I would have said I love my job. Today I'm saying I like my job because there have been some changes just this quick. The job that I have is a seasonal one, which means that it's basically in the amusement park industry. That's all I want to say. It's in an industry that, you know, they hire like thousands of people for the summertime, and then once summer is over, around October, I believe, like close to November, they shut it down all the way around for the seasonal employees, which is what I'm one of. So I'm thankful to have the job, but I am still looking for full-time employment, and I'm looking for better pay. I'm just happy to have a job at this point because my unemployment stopped, of course, because the unemployment went down in my area. And so I had timed out of all of my unemployment. So at this point, I'm working this job. They are giving me full-time hours, but the pay is less than what I made on unemployment. So I'm trying to up my hours to at least meet what I was making on unemployment so that I could like at least maintain what my daughter and I have going in our household at this time. So like I said, I'm still looking for full-time employment. I guess you would call me one of the underemployed. So although I'm very grateful for what I have, I do have my moments where I get really frustrated and really angry at the fact that I'm making about a third, literally a third, just about a third of what I made on my last full-time position, which I lost approximately 2.5 years ago because the position was moved to Montreal. And so now I'm stuck trying to find a job in one of the worst, employment crises in the United States history, well, in recent United States history. So it's been a challenge for my daughter and me, but thanks to my family and my close friends, it hasn't been as bad as it could have been. It could have been way worse than it has been. My daughter and I are doing well. She is flourishing. I'm going to see if I can add a couple of pictures towards the end of this video so you can see her. My daughter turned 2 years old in January, and she is an amazing child. I love this little girl. She knows how to count up to 20 at this point. She knows her ABCs, can recognize all of her alphabet on sight, her numbers on sight. She knows all of her colors, all of her shapes, most animals and their sounds. I mean, she's just a brilliant child. My last video, I believe I mentioned that she was in therapies. She had occupational therapy for feeding. She's met all of her occupational therapy goals at this point, and as of this Thursday, she will be ending occupational therapy. A couple of months ago, she took up speech therapy because my daughter has a thing where she doesn't ask for what she wants. Like, she won't tell me when she's hungry. She won't tell me when she's dry, whatever, anything with her diaper. And she just wouldn't communicate with me in the way the average two-year-old would. So we got her into speech therapy to see if we can get her some help with the communication and other issues along the way. But that's the main thing I wanted, was for her to catch up with her peers in the communication area. And so she's doing really well with that. Just recently she told me she wanted to eat, and we ate, and she was happy. As far as her feeding, my daughter does not seem to have any more texture issues. She's a little neater than the average 2-year-old, but she's still messy, you know what I mean? Like, if her hands get messy, she's okay, and then after a while she starts holding her hands up like this again. So I'll wipe them down, and then she's back into the mess. So I can tell that she has issues, but due to the therapies, it has helped her tremendously. She's had a psychological evaluation. There has been no diagnosis for my daughter except, sorry, something fell. Only diagnosis we've had is that there is a learning discrepancy between what she hears and processes. So it's kind of, I can't remember the actual technical term of it, and I'll bring it up in the next video because I'm hoping to start making videos again. But she has processing difficulties when it comes to verbal commands. As a matter of fact, she catches on quicker when you give her a visual. And so that's how I've taught her all the things she knows. Like, it's not just me teaching her either. Like, her daycare is really good about things. She goes and stays with her grandparents on the weekends when I work. She stays with, you know, my sister at times. Everybody's good about doing the flashcards and stuff that I wanted to teach her to get her ahead of her, you know, ahead of her grade, ahead of her age or whatever. And it's worked tremendously well because what we do is we combine the visual with telling her the same thing. So if you show her something, she'll get it, but if you give her a verbal command, it has to be something that she's done before. And even then, it takes her a few seconds to process what you just said, to actually act upon what you just requested. So that's kind of the only diagnosis we've had at this point, and there's a lot of kids with that exact same issue. It's just that they've never been diagnosed, so they're thought of as hard-headed, they're thought of as not listening to you. And sometimes it's true, my daughter does have her moments when she doesn't want to listen to me, and we have our little issues with discipline, but for the most part, when she's fed and she has her nappy time and she's rested, she's an awesome kid. She's awesome. She's just very friendly, just a very awesome kid. So she's doing really well now. What else is going on? The main thing is that I got a job, and my daughter is doing so well. She's flourishing still, and I'm very proud of her. I have my moments where I'm very disappointed and depressed and sad because I can't seem to find more lucrative employment than I have at this time. But like I said before, I'm working this job like it's a six-figure income job. Like, I work this job as hard as I possibly can. I do my absolute best. I get the best reviews from my supervisors, my managers, and everything. So I mean, I'm doing well at the job, but I just want something different. I want something that pays more. I want something more on the level of what I've worked hard for. Because sitting at a job like this, it's not even an entry-level job. It's more along the lines of seasonal peon. I can't even describe it any better than that. To be at a level of this position and have an MBA is kind of humbling. And maybe that's what I'm supposed to be learning at this point in my life. If we're going to go the spiritual route thinking about it, maybe I'm supposed to be learning humility. And that's true. I can appreciate the humility that I'm having to swallow at this point in my life when I've worked so hard not to be at a position like this. I've worked very hard. I got an MBA. I went to one of the top schools in the country for my undergrad. I would have thought I would be in a much better place than I am now, but due to just circumstances, I'm not. So I'm just going to keep trying and try my best to get a better position, but at this time I'm working what I have, and what I have is not much, but it's better than what a lot of people have, so I'm grateful for it. I'm very thankful for my little girl. I'm very thankful for my friends and family because I didn't mention this in detail, but back in October when I moved, it was after the September I broke up with my longtime boyfriend, and that was not a great situation I was in, and I would probably still be in that very not good situation if it weren't for my friends and family. I won't go into detail because of the nature of my job. I work with a lot of people who are younger, and when I say younger, I'm talking 15 to 16 year olds. And there's nothing wrong with that, but I know that, like, they may come across my videos at some point, and even though they may look at back part of my videos and learn things, that's no problem with, like, what people know, but there's some things I'm not going to talk about because it's too right now. So maybe in the near future, when I get a better job or whatever, I can say what I need to say and just kind of have some confidence that maybe I can make those videos just for my friends, people that, you know, I know have watched me for a while, and people who are actually interested in stuff like that, and, you know, I'll talk about what's really going on in that nature. What else is going on? That's about it. I mean, got a job, working it. I'm tired. I just got off work. I'm waiting for my daughter to wake up from nap because she's with my dad right now, and so I'll go pick her up. That's another hard thing I meant to mention. Right now, I work on the weekends because of the nature of my position. It's in an office, but basically I'm working, yeah, anyway. I work when they schedule me, and I get scheduled a lot on the weekends. Saturday and Sunday is one of the biggest days I work, basically. And so I've had to depend on my family to watch my daughter for me while I work these hours. So I really appreciate my family right now. Like I said, my daughter's napping and I'm waiting for her to wake up so I can go pick her up and then we can enjoy our evening, because tomorrow I have it off. So maybe I'll be able to make another video tomorrow to talk about some other things like my hair and just stuff. I hope everyone's well that's watching this video. I can't announce that I'm back because like the last time I said that, it was like October 2011 and now it's like 2012, halfway through the year. But I will say that I'm never going to truly all the way go away, I don't think, because I enjoy YouTube, and you can just about bet that if you're on my subscription list that I'm subscribed to you, I'm probably watching your videos. I'm just saying it is what it is. Talk to you later. Bye.